What's going on, guys? Hungry Gnarls here, and today I'm going to be making a video about a topic that I've been thinking about for a while, and it's why the Oculus Rift is still a good idea in 2019. So first, I just want to say something. There's going to be some noises in the background. Those are just my birds. They're being a little noisy today, so just don't pay attention to that. There's going to be some screeching. Alright, so back to the topic. So the Oculus Rift came out in 2016, and it originally did not come out with the touch controllers, so the Vive already had a head start. So that's why people like the Vive better, so you could have the tracked controllers and you could actually have hands in your game. Then when the touch came out, those became the newest controllers, and they were the coolest controllers. They had finger presence, so you could thumbs up, you could point, and you can make a fist if you squeeze everything. It's pretty cool. So now we're going to see if it still holds up in 2019 and why it's still a good option. So first off, we're going to start with the pros. So the first one is that you get external sensors. So with that, you can basically place them in the corners of your room, like get 4 sensors, put them in the corners of your room, and you can have perfect tracking. You can have, you can walk everywhere, and you can go behind the back. But with the inside-out tracking, you can't put your hands behind your back and still have it tracked because there's no sensors in the back. There's only on the front and the top. So that's a good pro because it's better tracking, means more realistic and less buggy. And if you lose tracking, that's just gonna ruin the immersion. So the next thing is that you can get this thing for pretty cheap if you find a good deal. Like on eBay, they're going for I found one for $320 something, and it had 4 sensors, came with the touch and the Rift. And I got mine for $300, and it came with the touch Rift, the Oculus remote, and 3 sensors. So that was a pretty good deal. And yeah, you can just find them cheap on eBay, Craigslist, basically anywhere. Just don't buy them on Amazon because they're like $700. So next up is that this thing is still being supported, so why would you get a different one? They're just going to keep supporting it until probably the next couple headsets come out, which will probably be in the couple, maybe 10 years or something. This is still, up to date with everything. I just recently bought Vader Immortal on it, and it was perfectly fine. Everything was compatible. So next up is the Oculus exclusive. You can still get them on here, like the Marvel game. You can get Robo Recall. You can get, what else is there? Well, Vader Immortal. Then there's going to be Stormland, which is coming out soon, which I can't wait for. Then after that, Defector. That one looks cool. So the next is the IPD adjustment, which is a big thing for some people because some people don't they can't fit into the new headsets because it's just, I think it was 65 millimeters was the main thing, and you could do it it was in, you could change it in the system, but you couldn't have a physical one like on the Rift here, which you push in, and you slide it back and forth, and then it'll tell you what your IPD is in the main interface, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think the Index and Quest and the Vive and the Rift are the ones that have it, while the Rift S is the one that doesn't. Well, and the Oculus Go doesn't have it either. But I don't think people complained about that one very much. So next up is the headphones / strap. So on this, you get the nice cupping the skull with padded headphones for free, basically. You don't have to pay an extra $100 for a strap. HTC. So yeah, it's pretty good. It cups the back of the skull and it keeps it in tight. It's not too heavy on the front, and the headphones are really good. They get pretty loud. They just touch your ears. They're pretty comfy because they have little paddings on there, so you can push it in. And yeah, it's great. Now we're gonna go to the cons. So the first con is that you can have too many cables. So like if you have a lot of sensors, you're gonna have to go put them, like, you're gonna have to find a way to cable manage them, because like on the Vive, you just needed one cable to power them. This one, you need USB cables to plug into your computer for every sensor. So you have 4 sensors, you're going to need 4 plugs, and then you're going to need to figure out a way to cable manage them around your house so it doesn't trip anybody and it's not a fire hazard. So the next one is a pretty bad con and really bothers me. It's the God rays. Now, during games like Beat Saber, so there's a lot of flashy colors, they really bother me. It just kind of ruins the immersion, but not that much. It's tolerable, but I don't really like it. It bothers me. So yeah, it's basically like the light shines onto your eyes, and it's like sun shining on you, basically. Like you can't see. The next one is that you can see the individual pixels. That one really annoys me, because if I'm playing like Beat Saber, then I'll just be hitting them and I can see the pixels, and it makes the immersion not there. And then in like Blade and Sorcery, I'll see them and it makes me think that I'm like not there. So that's one thing, because like the newer headsets have really, like the LCDs have a higher pixel density, I think, than OLEDs. So it makes it more realistic, like the Valve Index has that. And then the last one, I don't know if anybody else has this, but my facial interface, let me take it out. It has been tearing up, and then the glue is coming off, and it's pretty annoying. It tickles my face every once in a while, and yeah, so I'm gonna probably have to get a new one of these from VR Cover. I don't know if this is really a con, if it's just me or other people have it, and it's also very disgusting sometimes. Like if my dad plays, he gets pretty sweaty, and I'll put it back on, and I'll be like, "Ugh." So if you get like the leather one, then it'll be better. Alright, I'll just put that over. So, one more. This doesn't really bother me, but because I have a small room, but I've seen other people complain about this a lot, and it's the cable length of the Rift. And it's not that long, but it's good enough for me. Sometimes it floats off the ground a little bit, but it's decent. Now, if you need to get a longer cable, you can get an extension. I think it's a repeater you want to get. I don't remember, but something. And then you can get like a longer one depending how big you want it to be. So yeah. So thanks for watching. I have one announcement to make. I've been thinking about changing my channel name to something different, like Luke's Tech Reviews or Luke's Reviews. So if you have any suggestions, just leave it in the comments below. And if you want if you want to request anything for me to review, leave that in the comments below, and leave a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Turn it off!